Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Florida State head coach pregame. He has challenged his team to come out and get off to a quick start. The reason this home crowd can be so dominant, they are unbeaten in ACC play. And he said, this is where we show that we can be the conference champs. But it starts in this opening drive. He said, if our crowd is loud, energetic, and making it difficult on the opponents, that's where we gain our edge here today at home. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Wesco open on the right side. He's got it. Open field on the run, and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught in the backfield. It's Wesco. Makes the catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
2nd and long here. They want to throw it. Unloads it left. That's caught. It's Moore. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. The handoff to Johnson. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal. You ball. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Running inside. It's Davidson. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block him.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you've got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Rush is on. Back's got it on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Clemson will send the punt team out. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Breaks into the open. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They'll run him again, and they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. The run inside. It's Davidson. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before, but Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the five-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy.
First play of the period will be a second down. Scanning the field, it's Reynolds. Uncorks it. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Drops back on first down. Ran through the contact. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football, I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And the Noles looking to convert on 4th down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
To throw, it's Applewhite. Makes a catch. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Florida State. Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone. Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. From deep, it's Brown. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Escapes the pressure going right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll give it to Johnson. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Quarterback keeper. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, it's Johnson. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Moving the pocket, it's Applewhite. Throws it deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He's changing the play. Trying to squeak through the pile. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Dropping back, it's Applewhite. On target over the middle. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. They'll go back to the ground. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the Morbidette trip to the house. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Fresh set of downs going up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
On the move at the 30. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking for a man. It's Reynolds. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
Timeout.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Kick comes up a little short, and now he's thinking kick 6. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Utah taking on the Cincinnati Bearcats. And it's the Utes trying to push that win streak to 9 in a row. This team knows exactly who they are. They've taken on the identity of that head coach, and they are a serious contender. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Looking to pass. It's Reynolds. Under pressure. Going to try to get it himself. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing a noise on third down at the dope. Burrowing for yardage. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Gets rid of it.
That's a play the receiver would like to have back because he was in position to make a huge play for his offense. 50-50 ball. Climb the ladder. You just got to snatch it. You got to pluck it out of the air, and he couldn't get it there.
Making the adjustment on the play. To the air, it's Applewhite. Hauls it in.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll go to the air on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They boot it away. All the way back to the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Left side, it's Burrows. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Right side, it's Moore.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. Back to pass, it's Reynolds. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Clemson will send the punt team out. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Handoff from the gun. They were all over it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Wants to go up top on second down. Out wide left, it's Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Here we go, ready. 129, go.
Got it, looking for a first. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Applewhite. Makes the grab. At midfield, he's got room. Defense on skates that time. They finally... down at the 42. And the Seminoles have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first. Finds his man. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Working the ground game. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll go to the air. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately, right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end stays home, sees it, makes a tackle on the running back, and prevents the big play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Snags it. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. Hands it off. Defense all over it.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Go, go.
Second down to the air. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Escapes the pressure to his right. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds. And that's why this kid is so automatic. You set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the 3rd sack of the game.
Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Sets his feet. It's Applewhite. This time he's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Second down, going to throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got his man. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! They take the lead here in the fourth.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Back to throw, it's Reynolds. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Makes the grab on the big throw. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Drops back on first down. They're all over it. Reels it in. Spins away from the defender. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The handoff to Johnson. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. He wants a big play here late. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Looking for running room. There's some room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes a catch on the left. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Fresh set of downs going up top. Quick completion on the out. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Caught. Great job in this 2-minute. Keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here.
22.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, no! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quick give. It's Davidson. Got the 1st down. Turning it on. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team just, they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.